rocks, and OMG, you'll never guess who's here with me in the studio today. I have Radio Disney's lead on-air personality, Ernie D. So please give a warm welcome to Ernie.
Hey guys, how are you? How is everybody? I gotta say, this is an amazing place you guys got here. Really, really cool.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me. I mean, it's really my pleasure. It's great to be here in Build-A-Bearville.
I'm excited to talk to you because we actually have a lot in common. We both have the opportunity to sit down and chat with some very cool people and celebrities.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of neat, isn't it? I mean, we really do have a one-of-a-kind job. It's pretty awesome.
I absolutely love it. And hosting Takeovers with Ernie D and Red Carpet Premiere, you get to meet some of the biggest stars in showbiz. What are some of your most memorable moments?
Well, the one that just stands out in my mind the most is the Jonas Brothers 3D Red Carpet Premiere, where we were there and thousands and thousands of fans were lining Hollywood Boulevard, screaming out Kevin, Nick, and Joe's name, and that was just insane. The Toy Story 3 premiere was a lot of fun because we got to meet Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, and obviously interviewing, Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. They're some of my good friends anyway. We go and hang out at each other's houses for 4th of July and have barbecues and stuff, so always getting to talk to them is a lot of fun. Because I think, we usually sort of draw things out of each other that you really normally wouldn't get because, our families are friends.
Radio Disney's next big thing is gearing up for another season. Can you give us any inside scoop on this year's artists and what kinds of NBT events will be going on during your shifts?
Oh my gosh, I know, this is going to be so awesome. So Radio Disney's NBT next big thing. And of course, the first couple of weeks are hey, how you doing? Just basically meeting all the artists. But then after that, every couple of weeks, we're going to meet a brand new Radio Disney NBT artist. They're going to take over my show, starting with Amber Lilly, then going to Kicking Daisies, Sasha Edwards, Matthew Johnson, and Coco Jones. We'll actually be sitting with every single one of those artists and finding out more about them so the listeners can decide and make their votes on who they want to be Radio Disney's next big thing.
How cool! You really landed a dream gig. How long have you been working at Radio Disney?
I've been working for Radio Disney for a little more than 10 years now. I started when I was, just out of high school working in radio, and just have been doing it ever since then. I found out that I just loved talking, first of all, and loved, just playing music and talking to people and playing what they wanted to hear, and I just kind of fell in love with it.
So you're not just a host, you're also Radio Disney's creative director. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what it's like working behind the scenes?
Other than being on the air, creative director is something that's really, really fun. Mainly because all we really do is come up with ideas. Come up with ideas for other DJs' shows. How are they going to use those ideas? And more importantly, how we think the ideas are actually going to work with all the listeners and how they're going to respond to them all.
That's really neat, Ernie. And I know you also had the chance to make your television acting debut on an episode of Disney Channel's Hannah Montana. Tell us all about it.
I was really nervous doing that because, since I'm on the radio and behind a microphone, I've never really been in the position to be in front of a camera. It was a different experience for me, but it was fun. I definitely would do it again.
What an incredible experience. Sounds like your job gives you the chance to do a lot of really cool things. If you had to choose, what would you say is your absolute favorite part of your job?
I'd have to say, without a doubt, talking to all the listeners. When they call Radio Disney, talking to them by far is the highlight of my day, my week, my hour. Definitely talking to the listeners is the best part of what I do.
Well, I can tell you really love what you do. But if you weren't working at Radio Disney, what else could you see yourself doing?
That's a hard question. I don't know. I really never really thought about that before. I really don't see myself doing anything else. Is there another job where you could get up and talk a whole lot and play music? That would probably be what it is, but I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, really.
Do you have any advice for kids who may one day want to host their own show on the radio, or even become a DJ?
Actually, yeah, I do. I think if you want to be a DJ, if that's something that you really, really want to do, then, just like everything else, it takes practice. Listen to the songs that are on the radio and try talking over those songs and see how you sound. Don't put on a voice. Don't do that. Just be you, just because that's what people are going to gravitate to. The people listening, your audience, that's what they're going to relate to the most. It's just you.
That's great advice. I hear you have kids of your own. They must think you're a pretty cool dad. Are they fans of Radio Disney?
They are definitely fans of Radio Disney. I mean, I think in our house, you kind of have to be. And I think the only time that they think I'm actually a cool dad is when we actually get to go to cool, fun stuff like record release parties and concerts and movie premieres and stuff like that. That's when I'm a cool dad. All the other times when they have to clean their room and do their homework and stuff, I'm just regular old dad.
What kinds of things do you do together for fun?
Well, one thing that we just do every night anyway, and it always ends up being fun, is we have dinner together. You know, no TV, no cell phones, no nothing, no computers. We just end up having dinner together, and we just talk about our days, and that ends up being fun. But like as far as other things, I mean, we like to do other things that other families like to do. Go to movies, be outside, and really just be together.
Have your kids ever been to a Build-A-Bear workshop?
Yes, and we always try to go to the max with it. You know what I mean? We have to get the clothes, the accessories. The hardest part for us when we go to Build-A-Bear is figuring out the names. Because everybody wants to have their own unique name for their bear, or elephant, or dog, or whatever they might choose that day. You know what I mean? So that's always the hardest part about it. It's never like picking everything for the bear. It's always coming up with the name of the bear.
Well, I know you have a special gift for all of your fans, including your kids. Ernie has given each of you an exclusive move. Check your moves. Thanks, everyone.
No, well, thank you so much for letting me come and hang out with you. I mean, this really is a cool place. I think I might want to come back soon, so hopefully you'll have room for me. Thanks so much again. See you guys later.